If you are trying to win a presidential election, you do not want a final week of your campaign that looks anything like Donald Trump's final week, which has truly been a horror show and also has exposed really what is at stake here. Let's review the last week for Trump. First of all, at a rally at Madison Square Garden, comedian Tony Hinchcliffe says Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Right. Not good. Not a good kickoff to the last full week of campaigning. We then got leaked audio from Elon Musk, who, despite publicly praising everything Trump does, acknowledges that Trump's economic plans actually aren't going to be good for the middle class. He admits it.
Have to reduce spending to live within our means. That necessarily involves some temporary hardship, but it will ensure long-term prosperity.
So he says it will be tougher in the short term for the average American if Trump gets his way. We then heard from MAGA Mike Johnson, who said if Trump wins, Obamacare goes bye-bye. And don't mistake what this means. This means millions of Americans would lose health care coverage.
There's a lot of talk. I mean, healthcare reform is going to be a big part of the agenda. When I say we're going to have a very aggressive first 100 days agenda, we got a lot of things still on the table. But healthcare, that's the secret. It's the secret. Healthcare reform is not a secret. There's some really important ideas on the table, and we have a docs caucus, the physicians who serve in the House, and they've got a menu of options about this thick. And I think this is part of it, because if you take government bureaucrats out of the healthcare equation and you have doctor-patient relationship, it's better for everybody, more efficient, more effective. That's the free market. Trump's going to be for the free market. You heard a little sample of that last night. We want to take a blowtorch to the regulatory state, okay? Yeah. I mean, these agencies have been weaponized against the people, and it's crushing the free market. It's like a boot on the neck of job creators and entrepreneurs and risk takers. And so healthcare is one of the sectors, but we need this across the board, and Trump's going to go big. I mean, he's only going to have one more term, right? Can't run for re-election. Right. And so he's going to be thinking about legacy, and we're going to fix these things. And,
no Obamacare?
No Obamacare. Yeah, the ACA is so deeply ingrained. We need massive reform to make this work.
No Obamacare, although MAGA Mike acknowledges that the ACA is deeply ingrained. So hardship for the middle class, no Obamacare, and then maybe the worst nightmare, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claims that if Trump wins, he, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., will have total control over America's public health agencies. Polio rejoicing once it heard this.
The key that I think that President Trump has promised me is control of the public health agencies, which are HHS and its sub-agencies, CDC, FDA, NIH, and a few others, and then also the USDA, which is key to making.
Not for me, my friends, not for me. And then finally, as part of Trump's last week, he pulls a stunt involving garbage trucks and almost falls flat on his face twice when trying to get onto the truck, as he misses once and misses the handle again, recovers, and then visibly struggles to get himself into the truck, not exactly projecting neither energy nor vigor. Any one of these things would be wild in an entire election cycle. All five happened just in the last week. And it reminds us of what is at stake here, just a few more days. Fall is here. Temperatures are dropping. It's time to start baking delicious homemade favorites. Our sponsor, Wild Grain, is here to warm up your house with sourdough breads, fresh pastas, artisanal pastries, including a wide array of seasonal offerings. They'll even have a small number of apple cider donuts, one of my favorites growing up in New England, so get them before they sell out. Wild Grain makes it easy by doing the hard work for you. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas. Wild Grain's boxes are customizable Whatever your tastes and dietary restrictions are, they can do it. In addition to their classic variety box, they recently launched a new gluten-free box and a plant-based box. It just takes the hassle out of baking because all items bake from frozen in 25 minutes or less. No mess, no cleanup. My favorite, I have to admit, is the croissants. They come in frozen. You bake from frozen. The quality and freshness is top notch. I'm a big croissant guy, and these were delicious. Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/Pacman to start your subscription. The link is in the description.